Here we have some division and multiplication problems that include the square roots of negative numbers. And when you're solving these, simplifying these, I think the best thing to do is to factor out the I first. And what do I mean by factoring out the I? Well, this negative 48, you can think of that as negative 1 times 48. And of course, anything multiplied underneath a radical sign can be separated out into two separate radical sign. So this is also the same thing as the negative square, or the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 48. And the square root of negative 1, that's what I is. So the first step here is that this is I times the square root of 48 on top. Okay, I've just factored out that square root of negative 1 and put it out front as an I. I'll do the same thing on the bottom. So this is I times the square root now of a positive 3. Once I've done that, you can see that I have an I on the top and the bottom, so those will cancel. Now, on the top, I've got the square root of 48. I can definitely do some factoring in there. In fact, I know that 48 is 3 times 16. So here we have the square root of 3 times 16 over the square root of 3. I can rewrite that as the square root of 3 times the square root of 16 over the square root of 3, and I've got square roots of 3 on the top and the bottom, so those can cancel. And all I'm left with is the square root of 16, and that is just 4. So this whole thing simplified to 4. Let's try the multiplication problem here. Again, I want to factor out the I here. So this is going to become the square root of 2 times I times the square root of 19. And here, I really have nothing to factor out. These are both prime numbers. 2 and 19 are only divisible by themselves in 1. So to simplify this, I'm actually going to go in the opposite direction. I'm going to multiply these together. So I've got my I out here, and then 2 times 19 is 38. So I'm going to rewrite this as the square root of 38. And that is the simplest way to write that one. So that's a little bit of work with simplifying division problems and multiplication problems with negative square roots.